Hi guys, Allie here, and it's time for another Monday on Team House Riot's official collab channel. This week our theme is childhood, so I decided that I was going to read you some quite embarrassing and possibly mentally scarring entries from my diary. Now this diary starts in 2007 and I have kept up with it up until April 2016. It has a lock, but I don't know where it is. The first page I ripped out. I don't remember why, but yeah, as you can see, I got some Lisa Frank stickers one time and decided I was gonna put them all over this page. I had such bad handwriting when I was a kid. So I wrote rules, number 1, no boyfriends until I am 16 years old. That was a real thing. I wasn't allowed to date till I was 16 years old. That's not a big deal. I actually am pretty happy that that was one of the rules of mine growing up, but I was mad about it, so I wrote it in the diary. Number 2, no kissing boys. Well, you don't say. Number 3, no holding hands. I was a genius child. Number 4, I am allowed to like boys. As you can see, my mind is going so many different places right now as a child. I want to go to heaven, college, and Disneyland. I had such a wonderful imagination. My dreams and aspirations were never ending. The next page is from June 2007. Dear Diary, I will miss my neighbors Kaylee, Katie, Nick, and Frankie. They're moving. There was this family that moved in at a house across the street from me in St. Louis when I lived there with my family. And they had kids. So there was Kaylee, Katie, Nick, and Frankie. Now these kids were probably my best friends when they lived there. I fortunately have my best friend since kindergarten living across the street from me as well. So like there was me, my best friend Amanda, these 4 kids, and my brother, and we would all hang out in the neighborhood all the time. We would go ride our bikes around the neighborhood and our scooters and skateboards and whatever. It was awesome. But then they moved and I cried for like a week. Dear Diary, my dream is to become a famous actress or singer. I wish my dream would come true. Love, Allie. That's not entirely wrong. Nothing in that has changed. I would love to be a famous actress or singer. That would be awesome. Dear Diary, yesterday my class got a new kid from India. His name is Deep Patel. He is very kind. Love, Allie. Deep Patel, he was from India. I remember this like it was yesterday. One time we were in the computer lab and we were doing this thing called Study Island, which is like, I don't know how to explain it, just some sort of computer program that we had to do when we were like 5th or 6th grade. And one day he kept getting this thing wrong and I turned around and he just let out this huge list of profanities, and that was the first time I'd ever heard these words before, but I knew they were wrong because everyone in the class went, me and this kid named Kyle that sat next to me in the class, we looked at this kid deep and we were like, you can't say those words here. And he was like, well, in my country, you can say whatever you want to say. And I was like, I don't think that's correct. But yeah, that's Deep Patel. The next page, I wrote 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times that Allie Quinn loves Nat Wolff. Nat Wolff was in the Naked Brothers band at the time. He was the lead singer. I loved that TV show and the band, and I love their music, and I have every single one of their CDs, and now he's an actor, and he's in a bunch of movies that I love. Okay, there are just a lot of pages that say that Allie loves Nat Wolff. That's great. Okay. February 7th, 2008. Dear Diary, Amanda is going to my pizza party today. And then underneath it, I scribbled it out, but I remember what it said. It said Amanda Russo and Kyle Jefferson and a heart. Because when I was in elementary school, everyone kind of liked this kid named Kyle, and I wanted them to be together and live long and prosper. Maybe it was just me being a supportive friend and I just thought they were cute, I don't know. But I do remember this kid being very attractive and I liked him, but my friend Amanda liked him too, and I'm pretty sure, if I'm remembering correctly, I want to say that I had someone go tell him all the way on the other side of the playground that I liked him, and he was like, I don't like her. And then I cried. Okay, so in 2011, this is more recent, but it says, hey, smiley face, haven't spoken to you in a long time, exclamation point, for about 3 years actually. To catch up, Nat Wolff broke up the Naked Brothers band and is no longer cute. False, he is very cute. You're wrong. I moved to Cleveland, Tennessee 2 years ago. Very sad face, but I warmed up to people. It took me a very long time to deal with the fact that I moved, because I moved from St. Louis, Missouri in the middle of 7th grade after I had finally come to terms with the people that I didn't really like. I got picked on a lot in elementary school, and I had finally made amends with them and they didn't hate me anymore and we were kind of friends and everything was going really, really good and I was really excited to be like in middle school and not the kid that's being picked on anymore. And then I found out that I was moving. All of my mom's side of the family there, all of my friends that I had grown up, I had never been anywhere else. So I'm 12 years old and I find out that I am moving all the way from St. Louis, Missouri to Cleveland, Tennessee. I was really upset. I cried a lot. I was really sad. I was angry with my parents. I was angry with myself. It was not a good time for Allie. Schooling system was way more different. In Tennessee, middle school is 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. In Missouri, middle school is 7th, 8th, and 8th grade. And in Missouri, I didn't have a dress code. I just kind of was like, don't dress like a hoochie. That's basically it. And in Tennessee, I had to wear khakis or slacks. I had to tuck in my shirt. I had to wear a black or brown belt. And I had to wear a collared shirt and it had to be solid. So I went from no dress code to completely strict dress code. Oh, we also had to wear an ID and it would come on a lanyard and it would have a picture, our name, our grade on it. And then the schooling system, I thought, because I was very like, I had never been to Tennessee before, I didn't know what it was about. All I've ever heard about Tennessee on like social media or television or whatever is that like the Southern is kind of not as smart. But when I moved there, I realized I was completely wrong because academically, my school in Tennessee was way higher standard than my school in Missouri. And so they were way ahead of me and I had no idea what was going on. I was so lost. And I was in all advanced classes in Missouri and then I came to Tennessee and I actually had to like work on stuff because I didn't get it immediately because they were way ahead of me. They were learning stuff that I would have been learning 2 years later. So that was a really big and difficult transition for me and it took me a really long time to get over. I'm really supposed to be cleaning my room right now, so I'm almost done. Okay, literally every time I wrote in this, it was because I was supposed to be cleaning my room and while I was dusting, I would pick it up and I would sit down and write like 4 pages. Amanda Russo doesn't love Kyle Jefferson anymore. You don't say. Oh, I wrote that I loved Cody Simpson in here. Because I do. That's the last of what I'm gonna read for you guys because I don't want to embarrass myself too much. I started naming a lot of names and that's literally all I talk about. I was like, oh my god, I love this boy. No, I love this boy. No, I love this boy. So I don't really want to like delve into that right now. If you guys did like this video, if you guys did like it, please leave a like down below and subscribe to see more of my face. Tune in tomorrow to see Caitlin's video. I'm not sure what she's doing, but I guess we'll find out tomorrow. And I hope I'll see you guys next week. That's all for now. Goodbye! Keep doing this. Is that racist?